Hey guys, so this is going to be my primer collection. So first off, this is very small. It's not compared to a lot of YouTubers. I think out of all the makeup you can own, I think primers are the ones where it gets ridiculous if you own more than like 5 of each. Primer, like 5 face primers, 5 like guys. When you get above that, you probably have a slight problem. But anyway, so this is going to be my primer collection. So first off, I'm going to start with my go-to one, and that is the Avon A New Face Primer. So this is a primer that got me into primers. I used to think, what is the point of a face primer? Surely it doesn't do much or anything. But once I tried this, I was like, wow, I noticed a difference. Like, this really does help last with your foundation lasts longer. I was shocked. I was like, man, I regret bashing primer. So this is my go-to primer. I said it is the Avon A New Face Primer. So it's a little pricey because it's like, if you don't know what a new is, it's part of sort of like the anti-aging line, and it can be quite expensive. But yeah, so there's that. Right, next I have is this Marc Jacobs face primer. It's the Invisible Undercover Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. This was the second thing I tried by Marc Jacobs. I don't know what it is with Marc Jacobs, but I think they're a rip-off, and I did not enjoy this. It did nothing, like nothing at all. It was so pointless. I got this because I think I read a review or description, and I thought, because it's got coconut in it, I thought, oh, it would be quite moisturising. No, it doesn't even help with makeup lasting on the skin. It is pointless, and it didn't even smell like coconut. To me, it smells like chemicals, not coconut. But yeah, this is utter pointless thing ever, and it cost me 15 quid, so I'm really pissed off about that. Another primer I'm not a massive fan of, this is the L'Oreal Infallible Luminizing Primer. Now, even though this is a luminizing primer, this is dry as fuck. It clings onto your dry patches so bad. It's hard to blend. Like, when I first applied this, I was like, what the hell is going on? And you just can't blend this in onto bare skin, so it's useless. And when you do put foundation on it, the luminizing thing doesn't even go through the foundation. I do recommend, though, it works a lot better on top of foundation, because it does say you can use it on top of foundation, but as a base, guys, I do not recommend this. It is utter shy. Like, I don't understand, especially if you've got dry skin. You don't even have to have really dry skin. Like, I have combo skin, and this was awful. And then the last face primer I have is this one. This is the YSL All Hours Primer. Now, this primer is really good when you compare. Let me just tell you what this is. This is a Perfection Matte Longwear Primer. So first off, when you pair this with a matte foundation, it works. Like, it really works with the longevity. When you pair it with a dewy foundation, not as good. So I definitely do tend to lean towards this one if I'm wearing a matte foundation. This is more towards people with oily skin anyway, seeing as it's a matte primer, and people with oily skin aren't gonna usually go for a dewy foundation. But yeah, so there's that. Definitely recommend that to pair with a matte foundation, or if you do have oily skin. And the final primer I have, which is an eye primer, and this is the L'Oreal Paris Colorici base, and this is a stick form. The only problem I have with this is that you can only get it on Amazon, so you can't get it in like drugstores like Superdrug or Boots or anything like that. You can only get it online from Amazon, so it's probably the last batches that are left. So it's not going to be around for that long, but I do really like this. Like, this is the only primer that I've tried that really helps with the longevity of eyeshadows on my eyelids. Now, I have oily eyelids, which can be an utter problem, but when I do have this on the eyelids, it works really well. It doesn't blend as well, but it doesn't matter anyway, just because I'm putting eyeshadow on it. It's a little bit, not rough, but a little bit hard to blend out, but really does help, so I can put up with that. So yeah, that is it for my primer collection. So bye guys.